Hello, my name is David Carson. I live in Florence, Alabama. I got a little speech on transparency here. Before I start that, there's a little shade thrown my way earlier, and I just wanted to say that I've got many hours of video footage of all that mess in 2020. If anyone's curious about how all that really went down, just get a hold of me. All right, I'm here today to talk more about transparency. I've noticed last meeting the Florence City Facebook page decided to post an official address and map to where this council meeting is. It's also added they also added it to the city website, Florence City Government website. This is another step in the right direction, but there's still so much more to do. Last week I was walking downtown and I happened to notice a piece of paper taped to a door on the City Hall building. It was announcing the Florence City Schools proposed budget meeting later that afternoon. I decided to get my camera and I headed down there to record the meeting. When I arrived, there were only a couple of regular citizens and the rest were mainly various Florence City School personnel. I tried to film it the best I could, but it was hard because all the information was in small print on a projector and the lights were on, so it made it even harder to see. They proceeded to go over plans for millions and millions of dollars of public funding for their institutions. Some of them gave me a hard time when I asked them to use their microphones so we could hear them in the audience. What gets me is if I didn't happen to walk past that random piece of paper, I would have never known about it. I looked on the Florence City Government and Florence School Facebook pages and there's no mention of it. This was a very important meeting. Many millions of dollars was being decided. The only camera besides mine that showed up at that meeting was some photographer, only to take self-congratulating pictures of school personnel after it was over. That meeting should have been filmed and posted online. All city business-related meetings should be filmed and shared online. I looked at various city Facebook pages and all I see are meaningless awards given away. Very little actual city business gets covered online. Why the demand for transparency, you might ask? Well, the simple answer is, I don't trust you. Public trust in government institutions has been on a steady decline for years now for a reason. This is not your money you are handling, and you need to be reminded of that. I don't trust your good old boy network. I don't want to hear promises and vague assurances. I demand real information and action. To tell the truth, the responsibility of transparency is not completely yours. Institutions like the Times Daily and other media outlets should be getting more involved in making sure the public has access to information of all important meetings and policies being tossed around by local government. I think regular citizens sitting at home should be asking more questions and getting more involved. Some changes I would like to see happen next is the various Florence City Facebook pages and websites being more proactive about posting about city department meetings, getting the agenda for this meeting and others out in a more timely manner, and for the public getting more notice of important decisions coming down the pipe. We need a separate Florence government Facebook page that only focuses on meetings and policy information. Make a separate account for the random awards, proclamations, ribbon cutting, and dog and pony meaningless feel-good PR stuff. What the city needs is less PR and more real information. I will say again that democracy only works if the voters are informed. Thank you.